Hello there everyone, welcome to another video. In this one, we're gonna answer the simple question, what not to do after a breakup. So I basically made a whole list of things to not do here, and I'm going to essentially unpack each bullet point now that I have you here. So if, by the way, any of you want to go deeper into breakup recovery, download my recovery cheat sheet, link in the description below. But let's anyway get right into the main thing. So the first thing to not do after a breakup, do not contact your ex for closure. Closure is something you only get inside of you. It's something that you get onto or you kind of grasp by saying sorry for whatever you've done internally, for coming to grips with a breakup, for coming to grips with a breakup internally, and not by, you don't get closure by pestering your ex to give you answers on why things didn't work out, or trying to get them to vocalize that one last goodbye. That's not how closure works. So don't contact your ex for closure. Find it in yourself. Tip number 2. Do not look at your ex's photos, texts, or love notes. They will only reopen your breakup wounds. They will make you suffer way longer. Also, do not keep painful reminders around you. So things like their gifts, maybe some trinkets, maybe their clothes, stuff like that. Get rid of all that shit. Also, do not idolize your relationship. Don't put it up on a pedestal. A lot of people do this because they usually don't have much relationship experience. But the truth is that you can find someone who's just as attractive or smart and caring as your ex. You don't need to idolize a relationship because it wasn't unique. No relationship is unique. Every relationship is replaceable. The faster you can get that fact through your skull, the happier you're gonna be and the smoother your love life is gonna be. Also, don't have breakup sex. That is only gonna leave you more confused and more miserable than ever. Also, don't have accidental bump-ins with your ex, meaning don't go to places where you know your ex would be to kind of bump into them with air quotes on top. You know what I mean. You're literally putting yourself in their orbit on purpose so you stumble upon them so you can maybe rekindle things or, I don't know, get closure, shit like that. Don't do that. It's fucking needy. Also, don't make impulsive decisions. You're gonna be very panicky, very needy with you after a breakup, especially if you are the dumpee. And you need to protect yourself in some way. You need to put defense mechanisms in place that prevent you from doing stupid shit. Like, for example, stalking your ex, showing up at their doorstep unannounced, reaching out to them like 20 times in a row one day, stuff like that. Don't make those sorts of impulsive decisions that you know deep down are only going to make everything worse. Also, don't seek revenge. Don't be the asshole who wants to prove something to their ex or prove how much better off you are now without them or prove how much your ex should need you in your opinion. Shit like that. Like, that's gonna lead nowhere. You're gonna wind up just being miserable. And you're probably gonna embarrass yourself a lot through seeking revenge. Also, do not post about your breakup on social media. That's just fucking cringe. I know a lot of people who put these fucking cringe-ass quotes, relationship quotes, sadness quotes, depression quotes on their Facebook and Instagram timelines and galleries or whatever you call it. It's just not a good look. It screams that you're a fucking kid. It screams you don't have a life. It screams you're desperate. And, yeah, it's just fucking embarrassing, man. You need to grow up if you're doing that. On a similar note, don't stalk your ex on social media. And don't obsess over your ex's new boyfriend or girlfriend if they have one. So those two kind of go hand in hand because you can't know the latter without doing the former. At least in most cases. The point is, your ex right now, they are getting railed. They are getting fucked by they're either fucking a bunch of other women or they're getting fucked by a bunch of other guys. It's just the reality. You've had a committed relationship. You had a monogamous relationship, very likely. And, well, when you're out of that relationship and you can smell that sense of vast freedom in terms of dating opportunities, a lot of people go crazy. So there's a good chance right now your ex is getting plowed or is plowing other people, and you just have to stomach it. at best, do the same thing if dating feels fun and exciting for you right now, but we'll get into that a little bit later. The next thing I want to mention is don't avoid the pain of the breakup. If you need to cry, go and cry. If you need to punch a wall, go punch a wall. Just do it. Don't do it in public. Don't do it in a way where you will affect other people around you. Try to do it in private. But do let those emotions out. Don't let them fester. Don't suppress them. Don't try to avoid them, because you're only going to be destroying your mental health, your emotional health, if you try and do that. Also, do not try to be friends with your ex immediately after the breakup. My rule of thumb is only be friends with your ex when there are absolutely no shards of emotional attachment whatsoever present on either side. There's no desire to rekindle things. There's no desire to casually date, to be fuck buddies. Nada. If that's your case, sure, you can be friends with your ex, but in most cases, that's not your case. So, don't be friends with your ex. Put bluntly. Also, do not be friends with your ex's family. That's also just fucking cringe. Even if you have a good relationship, I don't care. That's going to induce a lot of awkwardness into the relationship you cultivated with them. Also, do not immediately start dating again. This is what I was saying earlier. Only start dating when dating starts to feel fun and exciting for you. Don't date because you want to prove something to yourself. Let's say that you're still lovable, because you want to suppress your feelings, suppress your breakup pain, which I told you, bad idea. Or because you want to prove to your ex that you're better off without them, or whatever bullshit. Those are bad reasons to date. They're only gonna lead to you feeling miserable, so don't do them. Also, do not reconnect with other exes because you feel like shit. You have like I said, a lot of freedom right now to choose the dates that you want to actually go on a date with. You can do better than going back and reheating old leftovers. You don't need to be that desperate. You can find someone else and you're going to be way better off for it, because you're not going to have so much emotional baggage attached to those relationships. So I strongly urge you, do that. Do not reconnect with other exes. Also, don't rush the grieving process. Be patient. It takes, I know a lot of people in this industry are really trying to sell you their courses or coaching or whatever, and they tell you you're gonna feel fucking better in 3-5 weeks with my system or whatever. Nah, the truth is you're probably going to need months to get over your ex. You're probably going to need maybe even years to get over them. So just accept that. It is what it is. Be fucking patient. Do not self-load, meaning don't give in to yourself, to your inner critic and negative self-talk. You're not a worthless piece of shit because your relationship failed. You just made a few mistakes probably. And your ex also made a few mistakes probably, like we all do, because, we're fucking human and we make mistakes and we fucking suck. Don't overindulge in alcohol and drugs. Big one. Don't do it. It's all a form of pain suppression. It's all a form of trying to speed up the process, or at least trying to feel less of it, feel less of the emotions right now swirling inside your mind. Don't do it. You're gonna regret it down the line. Also, I've actually heard about people developing addictions because they were using so much alcohol and other drugs to kind of suppress their breakup pain. So yeah, it sucks. And finally, do not use getting your ex back as a motivator to get better, to improve yourself, to invest in yourself. This is a valid option at the start, for the first 1 to 2, 3 weeks after the breakup. That's fine. That's kind of actually normal, even though I don't encourage you to do it. But after that initial time period, please do any sort of self-improvement work because you want to feel better, because you want to become a better person, and not really because you want to prove something again to your ex, or because you think it will give you a better shot of rekindling things. That's only a side effect of working on yourself. Your main intentions should be to improve your life, to improve yourself for yourself. So, hope that made sense. Hope this list helped you out. And again, if you need more help with breakup recovery cheat sheet, link down below. Download it. It's a really cool resource. You're gonna love it. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.